morning to every one of you. I am a student from the class of grade 10 St. Rose of Lima.
And I'm here to discuss some of the issues seen in this story of Pandora's box that we can notice in our world today. First, I want to ask all of you, what do you think is the real issue in the story of Pandora's box?
Is it because of the curiosity of Pandora that led to many horrible things to come out of the box? Or is it much worse?
For those who do not know, Zeus gave Prometheus and Epimetheus a gift to create creatures to live on Earth. Epimetheus made the animals and gave them the ability to protect themselves from the ones who want to hurt them. Prometheus, on the other hand, made humans, but did not have anything to give them for their own protection, because Epimetheus had already used them all up. This is one of the issues that are seen in the story, and we can see this issue very often, because many of us have been using all the things that we are supposed to be sharing with others, all by ourselves. We forget to ask them if they also need it, and to remember how to share it with other people. We're too focused on what we are doing, we are now forgetting the presence of others, and ask if they also need our help. Because Prometheus wants humans to have their own protection, he asked for the permission of Zeus if they can have the fire as their form of protection to help them live. But Zeus denied it. He said that fire is only for the gods, and the humans do not deserve them. This is another issue that all of us notice in the world. You can see the similarities between Zeus and other rich and powerful people in the world.
Our world today is all about money. So the more money you have, the more power you also have. They don't want others to have the same power as they have because they're afraid of being defeated by them. They're becoming selfish, and they want to stay on top where many people are scared of them and where they can rule easily. For example, if many of us have the right knowledge about politics, we will not vote for those who are not deserving, right? We will not be gullible and be fooled by their lies, and we will learn how to stand up for ourselves. We will vote for someone who has enough knowledge and strategy to rule the whole country without violating human rights and human dignity.
Another issue that is mentioned in the story is when Prometheus stole the fire and gave it to humans. As we all know, stealing is a crime and should never be done by us. Even though we want it for the others to be safe and happy, that does not mean that we should do it illegally. Giving them something that is stolen will only make their lives harder, even though you want to make it easier for them. The last issue that I want to discuss with you is how Epimetheus easily falls in love with Pandora just by seeing her face. He wants to immediately marry her without even having time to know more about her.
Yes, they might have experienced love at first sight, but it doesn't mean that they have to get married right away. Loving a person is not based on their looks. They should know more about each other, and they have to make sure about their decisions. Pandora's box taught us many things that we can use to avoid making the same mistakes that happened in the story.
We should think carefully about the things that we are going to do to avoid lasting misunderstandings with others, and also to avoid doing bad things, even if you want to do it for the good of others.
Yes, it is because of the curiosity of Pandora that led many horrible things come out and poison the thinking of humans.
But if she had never opened the box, how would we know the word hope? How would we understand the meaning of hope? And how would we know the power that hope can bring us?
For me, Pandora's box is not written for us to be scared of the bad things that may come to our life, but for us to know that making mistakes are normal and we should learn from it. But we should always be responsible for our own mistakes, and we should be ready to face the consequences of our actions. We should not run away from our problems, but be brave and believe that there is hope. And God is always with us to help us solve every problem and challenges in life. Thank you.